Hi everyone, here's another update for the Battle of Wagram project in 3mm. Apologies for the mess, but I've just decided to put the boards in the kitchen just so they can dry properly and just while my wife's out working. And then I'll put them back in the shed where they belong. But yeah, it's looking really good now. I've just textured things yesterday, so I used this kind of plaster repair kit for the texturing, and that's worked quite nicely and went on really quickly as well. You're able to put big blobs of it on and then just start spreading it around. And I still to sand it obviously to get it smooth, so you can see all the sort of ridge lines where my hand has been going. So that'll be a lot smoother. There might be some bits I do leave the texture though, because it might be quite nice for just some variation maybe on the sort of slopes of the hills. Because right now certain parts where it's pretty smooth, the models want to slip a little bit. Well, they're not doing it now, but they were slipping earlier. But yeah, this is basically all I painted out in one go as well. So I just thought it would be nice to see. So this is the Wagram escarpment over here, and the Rustback stream. So you can kind of see along the river there. In real life, that would be quite a bit narrower, but just for it being striking on the board, I've made it a little bit wider. It wouldn't do anyone any harm, but they just look more cool, I think, a bit more pronounced. So on the escarpment itself, that's the Austrian First Corps. So I've shown these before in previous videos. So some fairly large double stacked infantry regiments there. Along with some single line regiments, artillery, and some one cavalry base, I think, as well as part of that corps. Down right in front of us here, we've got the Austrian Reserve Corps, or 4 regiments of it. It's not very big just now. A couple of grenadier regiments and whatnot, but that's still got a lot more to do. Most of the Austrian line here is made up of the advance guard. I've finished that in totality, so that's a full corps there. Or it was in the order of battle, it was like a sort of composite large division, but it's essentially the size of a small corps. It's maybe about 12,000, 13,000 men. Over to the French, so this sort of main block in the middle here, this is Oudinot's second corps. So I've got 3 divisions there, artillery and cavalry. Over here, this is Bessier's cavalry reserve. This very large division here, this is LaSalle's light cavalry division. I think that was attached to second corps, so that's why it's situated fairly close to them. And then 2 divisions of cuirassiers and dragoons. Towards the back, we've got the Imperial Guard. Over there, the Bavarian division and some of 4th Corps. So 4th Corps is quite good in the sense that it's got some variety in it. So there's some Baden infantry, Hesse-Darmstadt, and some French. So 4th Corps still got some work to be done on it. They've still got a few miniatures to paint for that. But once I've done that, I think I've got enough to fight Aspern Essling on the table in terms of the French army. I've got more to do for the Austrians, but I think that would do for Aspern, which would be like quite a nice introductory battle to use the table on. But for Wagram itself, I've still got an awful lot of miniatures to paint. I think we're only about 30% of the way there overall, so maybe another year or two's worth of painting to be done, I think. But yeah, it's coming on great, and I just thought it would be nice to set everything out and show it in full. So I'll give this another day or 2 to dry, I think. I'm really chomping at the bit to sand this and paint it, but the texture's just not quite dry yet. I'm just keeping it inside so it can dry, but we'll give it a little bit more time, and then we'll get some paint and flock and whatnot on it, and then it should be good to have a game on. So stay tuned, and I hope you're enjoying the posts. I start my new job in about a week or so, so the posts will maybe become a little bit more infrequent again, but I've really enjoyed having this time off just to work on this and do a bit more hobby stuff. So yeah, I hope you enjoy the videos, and I'll stop rambling now. All the best and take care. Bye bye.